number 55, the free speech fallacy.
The free speech fallacy. Interesting. Here we go. The infantile fallacy of responding to challenges to one's statements and standpoints by whining. It's a free country, isn't it? That's interesting. Whining. I can say anything I want to. A contemporary case of this fallacy is the safe space or safe place, where it is not allowed to refute, challenge, or even discuss another's beliefs because that might be too uncomfortable or triggery for emotionally fragile individuals. I'm definitely going to get into that one. Example, all I told him was Jesus loves the little children, but then he turned around and asked me, but what about birth defects? That's mean. I think I'm going to cry. Professor Bill Hart Davidson, 2017, notes that ironically, the most strident calls for safety come from those who want us to issue protections for discredited ideas, things that science doesn't support and that have destroyed lives, things like the inherent superiority of one race over another. Those ideas wither under demands for evidence. They are unwelcome. But let's be clear, they are unwelcome because they have not survived the challenge of scrutiny. Ironically, in contemporary America, free speech has often become shorthand for freedom of racist, offensive, or even neo-Nazi expression. Ideological trends that once in power typically squash free speech. Additionally, in recent 2017 scientific study has found that, in fact, people think harder and produce better political arguments when their views are challenged and not artificially protected without challenge. This is a really interesting one. I couldn't tell if this if this fallacy, if the person writing this fallacy was left-winging or right-winging. They kept like bouncing between the two. That was hilarious.
It is
Yeah, it
great.
was like one statement, it was like, I'm definitely left, and then it was like, I'm definitely right, and then I'm definitely left. That was so interesting. That was fascinating.
Yes. Uh, Now, let's see. It also has in bold in safe space or safe place
Yeah.
fallacy.
Yes.
Um, so this is an example of free speech
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fallacy. Okay, very
Yes.
well. Um, yeah, it is. Again, I don't. We deliberately do not want to seem one-sided here when it comes to anything. So I will. I want to touch on the current administration without siding one way or another. Just an observation.
Yeah.
Um, but I remember Trump was talking about making sure that we were protecting free speech, and in order to do that, he wanted to limit um, people uh like correcting him, just eliminate um any criticism against what he has to say to protect free speech, and that's the opposite of free speech.
Sure.
um this is so prevalent that science communicators like Forrest Falkai and Erica Gutzik Gibbon on YouTube and others have been talking about that the government has created a list of banned words uh, in government documents, and this also applies to scientific grants. So there's a list of words. I'm gonna read some of them shortly here. That if these words, for political reasons or another, are in government documents, they must be scrubbed, replaced with something else, if possible. Um, and this is yeah, is to be limited as much as humanly possible. So effectively, they are banned as much as they possibly can be. So the words, I'm going to skip a bunch, but just the biggest ones here. This is from the New York Times. They published this on March 7th. This is in alphabetical order. So, accessible, activism, activist, advocacy, affirming care, all inclusive, anti-racism, anti-racist. Just curious, if you're not anti-racist, what are you? Assigned at birth, assigned female at birth, assigned male at birth, at risk, barriers, belong, biased, biases, bias towards, biases, biologically male, breastfeed plus people, breastfeed plus person, chest feed plus people, chest feed plus person, clean energy, climate crisis.
Wait, what is all
Uh,
this?
what's that?
What is all this?
These are banned words that the current administration has within the United States government, that these words are not allowed to be on government documents. And this also applies to scientific grants. So if you have a scientific study on any of these things and these words are in it, your scientific grant for money to be able to conduct research will not be approved.
Oh, got it.
So yeah, so this is straight up an attack on science and on people that these belong to. Black. The word black is on the list of words that you're not allowed to say. Climate crisis, climate science, uh, confirmation bias, the fallacy that they are exhibiting. You are not allowed to talk about confirmation bias. Cultural heritage, cultural sensitivity, cultural appropriate, DEI, disability, discriminated, discrimination, diverse. Can't talk about diverse communities, diverse backgrounds. Can't talk about it. Diversity, diversifying, enhanced diversity, equal opportunity, equality. The word equality is on the list of banned words that you cannot say in the United States government documents anymore, or it must at least be limited as much as humanly possible. Equity, ethnicity, exclusion, females. Male is not on this list, but female is. Crazy. And again,
This
my
seems like this is
source,
no, this seems like this is in alphabetical. I think if female
yeah,
is here, it'll be further down the list.
yeah, I just did E and now we're in F.
Right. So you said females is on the list, but males is not.
Yes, I'm just saying male is not on the list. Just letting you know.
When you get to M.
Yeah, it's not on the list.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Um, feminism, gender, just all gender. Gender-based evidence, gender diversity, gender identity, gender affirming care, genders, Gulf of Mexico, because of course it is. Hate speech, fuck. Health equity, historically, just just fuck historic evidence, just no history allowed. um Identity, immigrants. The word immigrants is on this list. Implicit bias, inclusion. I'm skipping a lot of these. um Injustice, institutional, key groups, key people, key populations, LGBTQ, men who have sex with men. Just that phrase, men who have sex with men, gone. Um, Mental health, minorities, minority, Native American. The phrase Native American is on the list of banned words that you cannot say or must be limited in United States documents from now on. Non-binary, that's the same thing. Oppression, oppressive. People plus uterus. Um, Polarization, political. You can't use the word political. That's not allowed. Pollution. You're not allowed to talk about pollution. Pregnant people, pregnant person, pregnant persons, prejudice, privilege, privileges, uh, pronoun, pronouns, just fuck. Race and ethnicity, radical diversity, racism. We don't need to talk about racism. And We don't need to talk about segregation either. Segregation is also a banned word. Sense of belonging, sex. Just the word sex. Nope. Sexual preferences, sexuality, social justice, socio-cultural, stereotypes, they/them, transgender, transsexual, trauma, just trauma in general. That's rough. Unconscious bias. They're not allowed to talk about the fallacies they're using. Underrepresentation, underrepresented, uh, victims, vulnerable populations, and last but not least, women. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? So that is Trump's attempt at free speech, is to have those words be banned. At least in government documents, he's allowed to do that.
Hmm.
Um, and again, I don't know how to make this as non-political as possible, so I guess I'll say that's not necessarily good or bad, but you know, I think it's something to talk about. Just to be aware of. Um, any thoughts?
It says as you're reading that, I'm seeing that you're getting, I don't want to say worked up, but like you're, I mean, experiencing a lot of passion from you as you read it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Uh, what brings up the passion for you?
I'm definitely concerned about people in groups that those words affect, and that scientific studies are now being limited in their capacity to get grants, studying anything with any of those words in it for political reasons. Um, so
Hmm.
yeah, that is harmful for society. That is harmful.
Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of words in there that a lot of people identify with. That can be really alienating for sure.
Yep. We're not allowed to say the word black. We're not allowed to say the word Native American and female. That's
Yeah.
rough.
I'd be curious what the like actual application of it is. Like if it's like if one of those words is used, then the thing is thrown out, or if it's like if it's like an amount of those words is used or an amount of times. Um
So yeah, I wonder exactly how that's going to be applied as well, because I have seen documents since that have at least used the word female, but it doesn't pertain to anything relating to being trans or anything like that, because we know that uh, being transgender is under attack right now. There's a bill that's trying to be passed in Texas that if you identify as trans, you will receive jail time. So, um, so that's a thing. So they could arbitrarily be saying that these are the list of banned words that must be prohibited or at least minimized as much as possible. And if it doesn't have to do with trans people or people in minority groups, they don't need to touch it. But if it does, then they could say, but this one should be enforced. So by banning all these words, they can arbitrarily decide which government documents can get through, without. I guess it's a loophole to be unconstitutional, just by arbitrarily not enforcing some, but enforcing others that you don't like. So that's my hypothesis. Um, I would love for that to be proven wrong, but I think it's important to be made aware of that. That
yeah.
is the thing. And again, that wasn't the full list. The LA, excuse me, the New York Times said that that was just a partial list, and then I didn't even read all of the words on their partial list. So that was a very shortened version.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where to find the full version, honestly. Um, okay, so free speech fallacy. So I will say that that is fallacy that's being committed when you are trying to say you want free speech, you want to be able to be. What were some of the examples that they used? They wanted to be. Oh my gosh, yeah, um, racist, uh, or offensive or neo-Nazi without having anyone scrutinize them for that. So that is this fallacy. Uh, Very good. I thought that we covered that very well. Is there anything else you want to say on free speech fallacy before the next one?
No, this feels solid to me.
Very good.